Okay. Looks like everyone is here. Today, we will continue our discussion on the U.S. copyright law, but we'll focus on the doctrine of fair use.
Fair use always confuses me.
Different people say different things about what you can and cannot do. It's so confusing. I know what you mean. I believe there are a couple of reasons why people are confused about the doctrine of fair use. First, there have been many changes to the copyright law over the past few years. Second, many people mix up general fair use guidelines with the fair use guidelines for educators.
Oh, that's why.
Professor, I feel stupid to ask you this, but what is the doctrine of fair use?
Over time, a body of case laws has developed about what is allowed and what is not. Now, it's referred to as the doctrine of fair use. Despite the copyright law, copyright owners are not given unlimited control or monopoly over their content, which means there are a whole variety of things we are allowed to do with copyrighted content without the copyright owner's permission.
Can someone dumb it down a little?
If I understood it correctly, we are given the right to use copyrighted material in certain ways, and fair use is what protects our right to do that.
Oh, that's what fair use is for.
So, in what ways does the fair use protect our right to use copyrighted material? In what ways are we allowed to use copyrighted material without the copyright owner's permission?
Does fair use allow us to use a copyrighted video without getting the copyright owner's permission? What do you mean by using a copyrighted video? I found a really cool video clip of Manhattan, New York City. I want to insert it in the background of my movie I'm creating right now, so that it will look as if I were in Manhattan. You know, by using the green screen technique.
That's a cool idea.
Indeed. That's a cool idea. And, yes, you're allowed to do that without the copyright owner's permission.
Get out of here. Really?
Yes. It's because of its transformative nature. I suppose the Manhattan clip you want to borrow is only a small part of the entire movie you are creating, right? Yes. Besides, you are going to use the Manhattan clip to create a totally new, original content, right? Yes. So, in your case, the use of the Manhattan clip is transformative enough to qualify for fair use.
Professor, I want to upload the movie Rush Hour 2 to YouTube so my friends can watch it for free. Is that fair use?
No. The doctrine of fair use only applies to certain socially important purposes such as scholarship, research, education, commentary, criticism, parody, and news reporting. You can't claim fair use for entertainment purposes.
What if I added my commentaries and criticism to the movie? Am I allowed to upload the movie to YouTube?
Yes, but probably not the whole movie.
Then, up to how many minutes is okay?
The copyright law doesn't give us specific numbers for that.
What the heck? How many pages or chapters of a copyrighted book are we allowed to copy and distribute in class?
The copyright law doesn't give us specific numbers about that, either.
What the heck?
It depends on 4 factors.
What are the 4 factors?
They are: purpose. Why do you want to use the material? Nature. What type of work do you want to use? Amount. How much of the material do you want to copy and use? And finally, effect. Did it cause a loss of income for the copyright owner? Now, look at the University of Nebraska's fair use checklist I gave you.
Sure. Just a second.
Use this checklist when you are making a decision whether or not you can legally use or copy something in your classroom.
How do we use that?
On the checklist, the factors that the court will generally rule to be in favor of a teacher in fair use cases are listed on the left side of the page. Those things listed on the right-hand column have generally been considered by judges and juries as working against you.
I see.
If you can check more items on the left side of the page than on the right, then you have a better chance of winning your case. If you fill out the checklist and find out that you checked more things on the right side than you did on the left, you should probably find another way of getting the material to your students.
Alrighty.
This is going to help me a lot.
Yay.
But, remember, There is no absolute black and white interpretation that applies in every case. This checklist serves only as a guide and a way of documenting your reasoning for making your decision.
Yes, sir.
Now would be a good time for you to look at the checklist and go over the fair use cases I have given you, and see how you would rule in each case. Until next time.